Alright, February 12th, Friday out here. Pretty late in the afternoon, nice day. Decided to come back out and get started on this little project. See if I can maybe get this engine swapped out this weekend. We'll have to wait and see. I think there's a bunch of company coming tomorrow over here, but we'll have to see how it all works out. But I was going to go ahead and get started on this evening and see how far I get. And ahead of time, I'll just put a disclaimer out there. This is the way I do it. This is not a how-to. And that's all I'm going to say about that subject. Well, the very first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is disconnect the ground off the battery. And I'm going to be having to get in here and stuff, so I'll probably just go ahead and take this battery clear out of here. Alright, I'm kind of organized now, so I'll show what I've done. I just pulled the battery out, took the wires off of the starter down here, and then hooked them all together with a piece of mechanics wire and just hung it up out of the way, along with this is the backup light wire, goes down on a plug on the tranny down there. But the other wires that are involved here are just the injector pump solenoid wire right there, and then you've got a couple of temperature sending wires, oil pressure, and the glow plug wire. Great big red guy here on the end glow plug, which goes back over to the firewall, and that's that. So I'll get all that stuff out of the way and kind of tucked up out of the way, and then probably the next thing I'll go ahead and do is remove the axles from the transmission, and I think I'll just go ahead and take them right out of the car. So I'll have to jack this guy up and then remove the axles from underneath. So alright, so I'll work on this solenoid first here, and that looks like a round clip. It's not a slip-on, so I'm going to have to remove that 8mm all the way and not lose it. But I haven't been out here in the barn a whole bunch recently, and part of that is I quit smoking cigarettes back in the middle of November, and when I was out here in the shop, I always had a smoke going. If it was sitting somewhere or whatever, it was just, that was just part of being here. And it's really hard to be out here. I don't need them when I drive anymore. I don't have cigarettes while I drive. I don't have them around the other place or in the house. I have no problem with that. But being out here in the shop, it's really, really hard for me to be out here without, a smoke. I want a cigarette really bad. But, all right, the last two kind of bits we got to do is we got to do this throttle cable right here, and the little cable down in behind this injector pump, and we got some light down in there, most possibly, and let's see, there it is. You can see that flat screw down in there, and we'll try to, here we go. Down in behind here there's this arm, and that cable pulls this arm, and it rotates on a shaft in the bottom of this pump, and that retards the pump a little bit for a cold type start. But I need to remove this cable, and that's the set screw right there. So, alright, cables are up and out of the way for now, so I'm going to go ahead and jack this up and get the axles out of my way. And then I have to do the fuel supply in return, get rid of the water in the radiator and block, and go ahead and pull this radiator out of here, get it out of my way, disconnect the two heater hoses, and out it comes. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and get the axles next. And all I've got to say for this is there's no reason for this to be this tight. I don't understand. So far I broke my 30mm socket trying to get this guy off of here, so got a little bitty flame here. I see a lot of guys using the old cutting torch as a cure-all, but sometimes you don't need that much flame. At least that's my thought. Let's see if I had enough there to warm that up to the point where it'll bust loose. This old rattle gun's getting pretty tired as well. There we go. Alrighty then, it's been over 2 hours, frustration time, since I took that nut off of there. I went to the inner end to the CVs to get those taken off the transmission. I had to see what style they were. And they were this variety here. I'll get a little, I guess we can see what that is. And I possess exactly one of these. Well, my dad bought me this way back when I started driving these rabbits, and I've been using it ever since. A while back when I reorganized some tools, I relocated this. I could not find it. So, literally, 2 hours looking for this, and because without it I was pretty much done. Okay, get that guy out. Alright, here's the long one. So we'll put it aside. Alrighty then, that's the motor mount on the back of this thing. The only other thing I should have to get back under there for is, that I like to take loose, is the horns, which are right here in the front, and they tend to, you got to bend them all to bits or they get smashed as you pull the engine out. The engine comes out of the bottom of this truck. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. Alright, got the horn out of the way. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the front motor mount loose. Take the bolts out of there and it'll just flop here. It's got one in the front, one in the back, and one on either side. So then this engine and transmission will basically just be sitting in here on the two that are on the side. Alright, well I just went over to change the CD. Realized it's, 11 o'clock, time to quit. Everything is disconnected here except the one mount bolt there, one mount bolt there, and then I'll be able to drop this engine right down on the floor. And I got to get the car up a little higher so I can slide it out. Slide my turbo diesel back in reverse procedure, and then take care of all the details that are going to be incorporated in getting this turbo diesel in this Rabbit. It doesn't belong here, but it'll go fine. But that's tomorrow's little deal. I've got to kind of quit here. I need to go eat, and I guess I'll go ahead and try to put together some kind of a video and put it up tonight / tomorrow morning. It's going to be late. It's going to be a couple hours of that kind of business. But I need to eat and do some stuff anyway, so I'll pack it in here and head back over to the other place. So for the 12th of February, thanks for watching.